So start off by telling me your names and your team name and how you got involved in the 3-day.
I'm Tiffany Mendenhall.
I'm Vicki Rogers.
And our team name is Our Sole Purpose. And we got involved because Mom is a survivor and we had heard about people doing this, and we've done the Race for the Cure here in Austin for 4 years now with teams of about 40 people. Lots of fun, and we just decided for a new challenge, something new to do.
And so this is your first year in the 3-day.
Yes.
What would you recommend to people that are concerned about the amount of money you have to raise and the time you have to do training for?
Well, the money. I'll address the money. She can address maybe the training more. But the money for us, it was a big concern for me, especially this year in the economy. But, for us, we are very faith-based people. We believe in God, and we really prayed. I prayed a lot, and finally one day just said, let's do it. We have 3 people coming from the same family, so we knew we'd have to hit up a lot of the, probably hit up a lot of the same people. And not kidding, God's just provided all of it. So we haven't done a lot of individual fundraisers, but we did have a lot of ideas. We just didn't have to execute them because we really kind of...
It really happened pretty quickly, and so we didn't have to worry about it as much. Had we gotten to the point where we, were struggling, like Mom said, we had a few ideas with garage sales and things like that that we could have tapped into, but it didn't really come to that. So
I heard a story about running out of water, and I was kind of hoping that maybe you could tell me about the running out of the water.
Well, my sister and I went out when it was an 8-mile training day, and we really just kind of did it half-cocked. We didn't have anything with us, and we started out in the morning, and we got about 6 miles in, and we had no water. We really needed water, and we ended up doing about 8. Well, I guess we did about 7 miles, and we had to call my grandmother to come pick us up because we just had no water. Her hips were hurting her. And so at that point we decided that we needed to be a little more prepared, and we got our trusty Camelbacks, and thank you, Vanna. And so that has been a total lifesaver, and we've got Band-Aids and extra socks and water. And
I would say to that end too, this is our first year. I've been worried more than anybody about the training, but we are pretty, we're very active actually, and actually fairly athletic. It doesn't matter, I think this is a whole different ballgame. And so, in terms of taking care of your feet and just, really having stuff, we didn't used to take any kind of food. We thought 10 miles, no big deal, but a friend that had done it said, take a little snack, something, and we found that to be lifesavers.
Well, generally things are more short term when you go out, and this is like 3 hours worth of walking or 4 or 5 hours worth of walking, so you need to take care of things in advance and be prepared.
So tell me about being a breast cancer survivor and doing this walk, and if there's anything that you think that you take away from it, that someone that maybe, or is there anything that you want to tell people that are currently fighting breast cancer right now?
Well, I would say to the people currently fighting it more than anything, because I do try to, mentor where I can, is just that, honestly, it is something that changed, in the beginning, if you go through some, just the diagnosis and uncertainty, of course, is a lot anyway. But, it's really, it gets better. I mean, I feel absolutely perfect, today, and I'm, I guess, almost 4 years, out, and, you really do, life really does turn back to normal. I mean, I think you're changed forever, but it doesn't have, it's good. It's a good change, actually. And, I mean, what it means to me, I think we talked about a little bit on the walk, I am 10 times more inspired by everybody else and their willingness, to do this for other people. Like, I'm in awe that people would do this for, other, it's touching that people will go train and raise money and do this for people, because I look at it, I guess, as the person that went through it, and it's just harder for me to be like, wow, it's really an unbelievable gratitude that people do so much, So that's kind of my take.
And on a physical note, one thing that she does deal with is lymphedema. So in terms of training, she's found that squeezing her kind of like a stress ball on the way helps with not getting the swelling and the puffiness.
Yeah, that helps a lot
from the lymphedema.
Yeah, that's been good too.
Okay, is there anything else you guys want to say?
I would just say thank you, first of all, to my kids. It was her idea. She has pushed me for years to do this, and she'll never know how much it means. It is overwhelming. And to everybody else, thank you. I mean, just thank you for, me, the little ones, that's what we're doing it for, so no one else has to endure this. And I just say thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Well, thanks for your time.